The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Just shy of the 30. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this returnable for Hill. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Now he's loose at the 40. Kareem Hunt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Fights loose. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Second down and a little more than a yard here. As they've got it as we resume action. Henry out of the pistol and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Here's third down and 4. Now Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Henry up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Into space at the 45, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On at the 50. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Yellow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, 43.
Now here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Riblet.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. Pacheco gets it up the gut, shrugs him off. Down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Odafe Oweh. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here in the third quarter, your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 15. First down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the busy night for Henry continues. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Pushes him aside at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 13-yard line.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once. The Raven offense set. For this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 3rd down and 10. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And unable to connect, incomplete. They'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Yellow, yellow. Right side. Right side.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
At the 22-yard line.
Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Yellow. Right side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mitchell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, partner.